What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the CoolFigurez channel. If you're new, then welcome. This channel is all about cool action figures, analyzing them, hunting them, taking pics of them, and of course, playing with them. I try to upload new videos every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, so check back on those days to see what I've uploaded, or hit that little bell notification icon to be notified when I do upload new videos. And if by the end of this video you do find yourself enjoying it, please remember to hit that like button. It really helps grow the channel. We are very small, so any and all likes are really appreciated. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It is my personal goal to reach at least one new subscriber per video, so help me reach my little goal and be my one new subscriber for this video. Thank you so much in advance. So let's get right on into it. The information on this channel is intended for adult collectors and not children. As always, I am your host, Jesse the Bat Madrigal, aka the Buff Collector, and today, guys, I have for you the Gaming Greats GameStop exclusive Black Series Jango Fett. And guys, when I say Jango Fett is one of my favorite characters in all of Star Wars, I mean it. Him, Boba, and the clones are just my favorite. Growing up, just their armor, it was just so cool, and they were just such badasses. You know, they didn't say much, they just showed up on screen, looked really cool, and kind of, you know, did their thing and got out of there. So I've always been a big fan of Jango Fett ever since I saw the Clone Wars, or I'm sorry, not the Clone Wars, Attack of the Clones, back when I was a child. And definitely Boba Fett when I first saw Empire and Return of the Jedi back when I was even more of a child, before seeing, you know, Attack of the Clones. But I do already have the original Jango Fett Black Series figure, but this one, it's slightly different. And actually, once I did get this figure in hand, there are a lot of differences between this figure and the original, so I will be pointing those out. But let's go ahead and look at the accessories that he comes with. So basically, he comes with two blasters. He comes with his two blasters that you see him use in the movie, and well, in this case, the video game. And if you don't know, this version of Jango Fett is based off the video game Bounty Hunter, which is basically the backstory of how Count Dooku, spoiler alert, finds Jango Fett and as the suitable donor for the clone army. So it's a very interesting play. I've only played it a few times in my life because I didn't own it. I only rented it and borrowed it from my cousin, and I just never finished it. But it was a fun game because you do play as Jango Fett, which is very awesome. Much like Republic Commando, where you play as the clone commandos and not as Jedi and stuff. I always found those type of Star Wars games more fun than the ones that let you play as Jedi, because like I said, you know, I was always more of a fan of Boba Fett, Jango Fett, and the clones. So those two games are really great games in my opinion, and really fun to play with growing up. But basically, in terms of accessories, that's all you get, because his jetpack does not come off. It comes, oh wait, it does. That is my mistake, guys. His jetpack does come off. It came on him in the box, whereas the original one came with the jetpack on the side. So I didn't know if it came off or not. So here's a closer look at the jetpack. It's the back. Then that's the part that connects to him. And so it goes right in there. So let's go ahead and get a closer look at the figure. Look at this guy. Amazing. Amazing in my opinion. I absolutely love this version of Jango, especially that jetpack. The original version came with the shorter jetpack that he eventually uses later on in the movie, but my personal favorite was when he'd have this one on, because this is the one Boba Fett has in the Empire and in Return, so you know, you see that connection there. So I really did like that. So let's go ahead. Oh, you do also get one other accessory with this Jango Fett. I forget because I tend not to do it, and it came with it on. But he does have a rare removable helmet for a Black Series figure. You know, him, Rex, and the Finn Stormtrooper are the few that I know that have removable helmets. I don't think any other figures have removable helmets. And then you get the new Tamora Morrison photo real face print. So I think that looks really good. What about you guys? Let me know in the comments what you guys think. Is this face print better than the first version? Does it look exactly like him, or do you guys think it doesn't look anything like him? Let me know in the comments. So let's go ahead and take a look at his articulation. He can look down that much. He can look up that much. He can exercise. His arms go all the way out, which is amazing because he has shoulder pads, but they go ahead and sink right into the shoulder right there, to the very top of it. He does have a bicep swivel. That's really nice. He does have full rotation of his arm. He has a single hinge elbow joint, and this is one thing I've noticed because if you guys have seen my Diamond Select Boba Fett review, go ahead and check it out. I'll link it above. But the one thing that I do think that Hasbro does amazing with their Boba Fett and Jango Fett characters is tie in these cables, because the Diamond Select version, they pop out. They allow you to pull them out. So if they're not lined up perfectly, then you really run into some issues. But here the bicep swivel allows it to move with it, and when you bend his elbow, it does go with it and it forms perfectly. But that does hinder his elbow movement just slightly, but he does get up to just slightly under 90 degrees right there. But then you do get the wrist rotation right there and wrist hinge. Looking at his torso, does have torso rotation, no real ab crunch. Let's get his arm out of the way. His leg will go out that far and that far back. He does have a thigh cut right there, but it doesn't look like he can really use it because of the armor, but actually you can, because the armor isn't really attached to the top right there, as you can see, so you can use that thigh swivel. He does come with double hinge knee joints, which is nice because they're starting to go away from those in the Black Series. So he can kick his own ass, which is nice, I guess, if you want to put him in that position. His ankles do go all the way down, and they stop right there because of the shin guard, but you do get the ball rocker joint. So all in all, guys, an amazing figure. Like I said, I do have the first original Jango Fett, and I will show you a comparison of him right now. So let's go ahead and bring in the original Jango Fett. Let's put the helmet on so we can see. So here we have the original with the gaming grates. Pull them forward so you can see. As you can see, there are some differences, especially in the helmet. I feel like the helmet on the original is a lot slimmer than the one on the gaming grates. If you look closely, the Jango Fett right here is weathered. His armor has a little bit of weathering, and so does his sleeves and his arms, whereas here he's a lot cleaner and not weathered at all. In my opinion, that's because in the movie you get dirty, you get weathered, and in the game it's a lot more smoother, a lot more of a polished look because of the graphics back in the day. They weren't where they are now, so you can't do all this fancy damage and weathering as you go along. So things tended to look a little more perfect and smooth and one colored in those days. So in my opinion, that's why he looks so clean in the gaming grates version, and why he actually looks more gritty and weathered in the original release. So also, if you notice, he's a lot more purple in the gaming grates than the original release. Once again, I think that has to go with the graphics. I think he was more purple in the game than he was in the movie. Looking at the two jetpacks side by side, so they are different ones. I was going to say they are the same, but no, they are different, because here you have the boosters on the side, here they come right on the bottom. This is more of the classic style of the Mandalorian jetpacks here. This looks more like an upgraded Mandalorian jetpack. The only reason I say that is because if you look at the Clone Wars, the Mandalorian Loyalists and Super Commandos, they all wear these kind of jetpacks, as well as Din Djarin in the new Mandalorian season. So in my opinion, I think this is the actual Mandalorian jetpack, whereas this one's an upgraded Mandalorian jetpack. But don't quote me on that. I have no idea. That's just what's in my mind. So let's go ahead and remove the helmet of the original. And we'll go ahead and remove the helmet of the gaming grates. And so you can go ahead and get a good look at the two heads. And let me know in the comments, which one do you think looks more like the actor Tamar Morrison? The gaming grates or the original release? Or do you think they both look good? Let me know in the comments below. So yeah, guys, that is the comparison between the original and the new gaming grates. Jango Fett, sorry he's not standing too well, because I do pose him on a flying stand to make him look like he's flying through the air with his jetpack. But anyways, guys, let's go ahead and take the gaming grates Jango outside, take some cool pics, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, thanks so much for sticking to the end of this video. If you enjoyed those pics, you can find more over at CoolFigurez on Instagram. And if you enjoyed this video, please remember to hit that like button. It really does help this channel out a lot, so thank you in advance. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. But whether or not you're a subscriber, thanks so much for taking time out of your busy day to listen to me talk about toys. I really do appreciate it. As always, I am your host, Jesse the Bat Magic Girl, aka the Buff Collector, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.